Do you know what a boomer bend is? If you don't, you might want to check out this video that made a bunch of people get all insulted. The short summary, though, is that this kid, Tim Henson, from a band called Polyphia, was in a video that Rick Beato did, and they were having a conversation about guitar, and he was talking about how he kind of arrived at his unique style by trying not to do things that everyone had been doing since, well, the baby boomer era. So when a 20-something-year-old kid associates a certain style of playing with a certain generation, I get it. So the question is, am I insulted? Do I care? Should you care? Yes and no. I'll explain in about 4.3 seconds. First, let's discuss the no part of my answer. I'm a dude in my 50s who's been playing guitar since the 80s, and when I see a kid like Tim playing guitar, I have great respect for the talent and the difficulty and the unique skill of what he's doing, and I fully recognize that he's doing something that's new and novel. It's a different approach to guitar. But I have no emotional response when I hear his music. That doesn't mean it's bad by any means, I just don't relate. If the kid is trying to create some music here that's built on an encyclopedia of all new things that he's creating and not borrowing from the past consciously, well then I probably shouldn't relate anyway. When I hear this music, it just sounds like ADD expressed on guitar to me. It's wholly cerebral and all over the place, at least for how I hear it. It takes a butt ton of talent and technical skill to play this kind of music, but if I was to dive into it and try to play it just so that I was playing something new, well, I would be playing something just to play something new. It wouldn't come from an honest place. And this is true of any kind of music that just isn't relevant to your own personal experience and that you can back with real feelings. I'm not going to write a hit hip-hop song, and I'm not going to write the next hit electro, dance, lo-fi, pop, Starbucks latte song. But I'm not going to sit here and say that that type of music doesn't take talent or it's stupid. It's just not what's inside me. And we all know that guy. Dude, that stuff is bullshit. It takes no talent whatsoever. Oh yeah, okay. Write one and see how many copies you sell. Just because you don't get it doesn't mean that it's no good, and that takes me to the yes part of my answer. Class, this here is what we call a teachable moment. What I say yes to and care about is that Tim Henson brings up a great point. We've all seen a million different approaches to the same style of playing guitar. It's been done ad nauseum. And while there's nothing wrong with that, and I've already said you have to play what's honestly inside of you, there's also something to be said for trying to find new things inside of you and new ways to express yourself and different ways to approach the guitar. Where would we be if guys like Eddie Van Halen didn't decide to challenge the status quo of playing guitar, and guys like Yngwie didn't come along and decide to play Paganini licks? And for you guys that are into fingerstyle guitar, if a guy like Michael Hedges never happened, leading to all the crazy cool fingerstyle stuff that you see today. So what I'm saying is that you should challenge yourself. The next time you go to play that lick that you've always played, your basic pentatonic lick, see if you can find a different way to approach it. Find something a little different that's still you, but that isn't the same thing that you've always played. You've heard that 10,000 times. Maybe you want to learn something that a sax player does, or anything from a different instrument. See if it makes you approach the instrument differently. Again, as long as when you hear it, it makes you feel something. If you can do something new and still be honest, that's great. Or I have a great piece of advice. Check out my Rutbusters playlist and see if any of those videos lead you to some cool ideas on guitar that you haven't had before. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm trying to help people find their own best voice on the instrument and make the best music that they can. And sometimes that voice needs to be a mix of all the things that came before and new things that you found when challenging your tried and true licks. So if you have any questions or comments, any ideas of your own, please leave them below. I get back to everyone as soon as I can. And as I've been saying the whole time, keep making great music. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It makes the whole world better.